We're staying with this story for our daily fact-checking segment, Truth or Fake, and we're joined by Emerald Maxwell. So Emerald, fake news and photos have been flooding the internet in the wake of Mexico's military operation against Mencho's cartel, not least that the operation itself was actually led by the U.S. So where did that rumor come from?
Yes, well, the claim that it was the United States that carried out the operation that killed Mexican drug lord Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, or Mencho, spread quickly on social media Sunday, and it seems to have come from a certain Laura Loomer, a far-right influencer and conspiracy theorist close to Donald Trump, who tweeted that after the US eliminated a top cartel leader in Mexico today, Jalisco New Generation Cartel has retaliated by storming the Guadalajara airport with armed gunmen. They are now taking American tourists hostage. And given the US's records with its strike against Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela in January, and the fact that Mencho was one of the United States' most wanted fugitives, it could seem credible. But both American and Mexican authorities have denied it. They say that at most the operation was US-backed with intelligence sharing and that no US military personnel was physically involved. We can see here the Mexican Embassy of Mexico in the United States replied directly to Loomer's post, calling it false and explaining that the operation was planned and executed by Mexican special forces, continuing that it was within the framework of bilateral cooperation with US authorities providing complementary intelligence. That was echoed by the Mexican president, the Mexican Defense Ministry, and also the White House. Reuters, meanwhile, reported that it was, quoting US defense officials, that it was a new US military-led task force specializing in intelligence collection on drug cartels that aided the Mexicans, providing them with a detailed dossier, but stressed again that the raid itself was a Mexican operation. As for Loomer's claim that armed gunmen had stormed Guadalajara airport and were taking American hostages, that spread like wildfire, but there is no evidence for that at all. Although it's true that cartel members responded to their boss being killed by setting up roadblocks and setting fire to businesses and vehicles across 20 states, leading to many people having to take shelter, including at Guadalajara airport, where flights were cancelled. It was not in the end stormed by the cartel as claimed. By Monday, President Claudia Sheinbaum said that authorities had cleared the roadblocks and sent 2,500 troops to boost security in the west of the country, Monty.
Liz, you say the airport wasn't attacked, Emerald, but a photo showing an airplane on fire has been circulating, supposedly part of the retaliation by gang members. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, so it's this photo here, which was posted on X with the comment, "Will this finally make them accept that drug traffickers are terrorists?" But fact checkers at Lead Stories ran it through the AI content detection tool Hive Moderation, which concluded that it was 93.2% likely to be AI generated. There are also a couple of telltale signs in the photo that we can see with the naked eye, which show us that it's AI, including unrecognizable language on the staircase here, which is a common problem with AI tools that make up letters and words on signage. There's also a person standing casually close to the airplane on fire, close enough to be incinerated, which is also the kind of illogical addition which generative AI is known for. So this is fake, and many other fake videos and photos of the gang violence and its aftermath have also been circulating online, such as this one of Puerto Vallarta, the coastal seaside tourist resort. This one was posted with the comment calling it the consequence of tolerating the expansion of organized crime and pinning the blame on President Sheinbaum and her predecessor, López Obrador. But Lead Stories ran it through Google's About This Image tab here, and they also ran it through another AI detection tool, AI or not. Google Images said that it was very likely made with Google AI, and this one said it was 100% likely, probable that this photo was fake. So yes, this one is a fake. However, verified footage recorded by locals and city authorities do show the violence in the city, which was actually targeted by gang members on Sunday. We see here plumes of smoke rising above the city, and incinerated vehicles in the aftermath. The shelter-in-place order continued there Monday. Many flights continued to be cancelled and schools were closed. But the violence does seem to have died down since Sunday as the authorities regain control, and President Sheinbaum has called for calm. But a terrifying episode in a town which is normally considered very safe, as locals and tourists have described it, with the fake news and pictures just adding fuel to the fire and helping to spread the panic and fear among the population there, as well as in the rest of Mexico. Monty.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Emerald Maxwell with our